Hi guys, this is GSM.com and I'm here with the Nothing Phone 3A Pro. It has just been unveiled here in Barcelona Mobile World Congress, and it comes as usual with a Glyph interface, but also a novelty. I'm talking about the periscope telephoto camera at the backside. If you want to get in contact with the Glyph, you go here, go to the ringtones, default ringtone, nothing signals, and you can already see them lighting up. That's the core of the experience. Now, the novelty is the fact that we have this 50 megapixel periscope camera with a focus distance between 15 centimeters, which is the macro, and infinity, actually a very solid zoom. So, main camera 50 megapixel, periscope camera 50 megapixel. This is an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, the flash, and now the front camera has 50 megapixels as well. We also have a 5000 mAh battery with 50 watt charging, so a lot of 50s here in the figures of the phone. It measures 8.4 millimeters in thickness, which means it's 2 millimeters thicker than the S25 Edge. It weighs a hefty 218 grams, and it's quite a long phone for my hand at least. A novelty is the button here. It's supposed to be a sort of AI button. Not sure what it does just yet. There's an external space here apparently with a voice archive, with a screenshot archive. So yeah, it has language detection for some reason. Apparently it's an interface that gathers your input. This is the voice recorder, normal, voice focus and more. As you can see, the interface is custom. It's a nothing interface applied on top of Android 15. By the way, we're getting 3 years of Android updates as far as I know, and the phone also comes with a very solid screen. When I say solid, I mean we're dealing with an AMOLED, 6.77 inches, 1 billion colors, 10-bit, 120 Hz, 3000 nits of brightness. Panda glass though, it's not Gorilla Glass, it's Panda glass. Still, not sure if it scratches that easily. Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor inside, quite the solid choice if you ask me, as well as 12 gigs of RAM, coupled with an extra 2 taken from the storage, 256. You can see the cameras, you can see the battery, you can see the screen here. We don't have a micro SD card slot, but we do have stereo speakers. We have one at the bottom here, and there's also one at the top here above the selfie camera. There's also Wi-Fi 6, there's also Bluetooth 5.4, GPS, USB-C 2.0, under-display fingerprint scanner, and the phone is available in black or gray. The price is around 459 euros, that's as far as we know, and let's see what else this model offers. So, it's got Panda glass, it's got 10-bit colors, it's got 2 configurations, and there's a special technology here called True Lens 3.0 that expands the zoom up to 6x with the AI. Aside from that, you can play with the Glyph interface, and we have here the Essential key. It's a button used to access certain AI shortcuts features and also doing capture in the native camera application. And you should also get 6 years of security updates, aside from the 3 years of Android updates. Now, I want to show you the camera interface and see what the whole lossless zoom is all about. Speaking of which, these are the more options: slow-mo, time-lapse, panorama, and expert. Expert is probably a sort of pro mode. Then we got the photo area, we got video, 4K up to 30 frames per second. We also have a portrait here, which lets you insert some options like stars and blur and whatnot. There's macro, but macro is weird here. Macro only works if it is zoom in 3x or 6x. We have a night mode, but I'm actually more fascinated by the zoom. So if I zoom onto this guy here, 50 millimeters, 2x, 3x, still a decent level of zoom, but check out 6x, 140 millimeters, his face is still clear, and even if you go past that, if you go at 13x, things are still pretty clear. Let me just, you can clearly see people here at around 10x or 8x. So pretty impressive zoom aided by AI. And that's the first contact with the Nothing Phone 3A Pro. This time there's no Plus, there's the Pro with a periscope camera and a pretty beefy module. But the phone actually, I feel that it's more worth the money than the predecessor, to be honest.